15 sins Jesus hated the most. 1. Pride. Pride puts oneself above God and others. Jesus warned against pride, arrogance, and self-importance.
Whoever exalts himself will be humbled.
He urged humility, stating,
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
2. Greed. Jesus stood against a love of money.
You cannot serve God and mammon.
He said it's harder for a rich man to enter heaven than a camel to go through the eye of a needle.
Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions.
3. Lust. Lust reduces others to objects for gratification. It displaces love and intimacy with bodily cravings. Jesus condemned lust, stating,
Whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart.
He urged purity of heart and mind. 4. Gluttony. Jesus cautioned against overindulgence.
Take heed, lest your hearts be weighed down with dissipation and drunkenness.
He fasted for 40 days in the wilderness. 5. Hypocrisy. Jesus despised religious hypocrites who preached one thing but did another.
They do not practice what they preach.
He called them whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside but full of dead men's bones. 6. Hatred. Jesus preached love, even for one's enemies. He warned against hatred, anger, and holding grudges.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
7. Unbelief. Jesus rebuked unbelief and a lack of faith.
O ye of little faith!
He praised those who believed without seeing, saying,
Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed.
8. Envy. Jesus warned against coveting what others have.
What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul?
He urged contentment. Envy was the root cause of the world's first murder when Cain killed Abel. 9. Slander. Jesus condemned slander and false accusations.
Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks.
He urged truthfulness and encouraged settling disputes privately. 10. Blasphemy. Blasphemy was punishable by death under ancient Jewish law. Jesus had zero tolerance for insulting God.
Whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit never has forgiveness.
11. Idolatry. Idolatry was a recurring problem for Israelites in the Old Testament. The golden calf idol they made was likely a fertility symbol. It represented pagan gods from nearby cultures. Jesus denounced the worship of false gods.
You shall worship the Lord your God and him only.
12. Divorce. Jesus stressed marriage sanctity.
What God has joined together, let no one separate.
Remarrying constitutes adultery, he taught. 13. Gossip. Jesus warned against harmful gossip and idle talk.
Every careless word you say, you'll give an account on Judgment Day.
He urged us to let our words be few. 14. Deception. Jesus was a fierce opponent of lies of any kind.
You belong to your father, the devil, a liar and the father of lies.
He valued honesty and truthfulness. 15. Vain ambition. Jesus stood against a love of status. He rebuked the disciples for arguing over who was the greatest.
Whoever wants to be first must become last, and servant of all.